Page 8, Misty Moon. Well, this is an interesting sounding piece. I got to tell you, I think this... But let's just go through it and see what we get. We may discover some interesting harmonies. I look it over, I see it's about 1.5 pages long. Treble and bass clef signs again. 1 sharp in the key signature. We're either in the key of G major or E minor. If I look at the end, which is at the beginning of the first line on page 9, you're here. That is it's an E minor chord. I'm guessing we're probably in E minor. It may go back and forth between them. Doesn't matter. Do the scales for both. G major and E minor. Just cover them all. And 3/4 time signature. Rhythm-wise, I don't see anything tricky here. It's half notes and quarter notes and maybe dotted half notes. Okay. Take it one hand at a time. We got these chords. Now, I have some fingering suggestions. You're starting to get a little out of the beginner stuff. And it's really up to you and your teacher how you do this. You can use the fingering in the book is fine. I'm going to offer some alternatives. In the right hand, they want it up here. And they're going to use the same fingering for each of these chords. 1, 2, 3. Remember the F sharps in the key signature. 1, 2. Use 1, 3, 5 on all of these. You can do that if you want. It's like aiming one finger and keeping your hand in that position and going. I'd like to offer some alternatives. I said that before, didn't I? Well, okay. At the beginning, we have repeated chords. We're playing them twice. It's like repeated notes. Same difference. I can change hand positions on them. So in the next measure, rather than 5, I'm going to just use 4th finger. Here, and 2nd finger. And then change it to 1, 3, 5. So here, I did that. So, same thing, 1, 3, 4, and then change it. That's all I'm doing. And then here, I'm going 1, 2, 4, and then it's a little more advanced fingering. You can experiment and see if you like it. It'll come in handy eventually if you get more advanced stuff, but it's a little trickier in the second line when you're going up because you're here. Because you need 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3. And then that doesn't work. You can do that if you want to do that here. But that's fingering I'm using per hour. I'm using 1, 2, 4 again. Here, same thing, because I'm getting ready to go back up, and it's not repeated. Here. Now, page 9, 2nd line, we just use their fingering here. The left hand does that. 2nd line, you're up here. And then the 3rd measure, well, spell it out. It's a G, an A, and a B together. Yes, you can guess what that sounds like. Okay. The next line, you're down here. That's last line on that page. And that is an F natural, G and A. Okay. So let's look at the left hand and see what it's up to. Well, it's a broken chord. You're in this position. The chord is actually this. We're not using the B. We don't have to use all the notes. That's it. 2nd line, last 2 measures down here. Just lift up and come down. Back up. You're going back and forth. We're kind of stuck because the hand position moved. On page 9, 2nd line, the bottom staff gets treble clef. Now you're up here. F, 2nd. Oh, that's nice. Next line, you're up here. And that chord at the end of the 3rd line, well, spell it out. It's a D, an E, and an F, but there is a flat sign in front of the D and the E, and the F is a natural. That. Well, aren't you glad you figured that out? Next line, you're down here. C flat there, C flat. And the last line, you're here. So put the hands together. This should be interesting. So you're here. And that's basically what that part is. Now let's go to the next section. This piece is in 2 sections. It doesn't say so, but it is. One section is the first 4 lines, and the other section is the next. The melody changes, the mood changes, the different sections, like a different chapter in a book. So in the page 9, second line, it's a different section you hear. Yes, I know it sounds weird, but that's what he wanted. So okay, now lift up. Get the right hand down here, ready to go for the next line. And the DC Alfini sends you back to the beginning. So as you're holding that down, get your left hand down here ready to go when you go back to the beginning. That way you don't have to think about moving the right hand. So I get the hands working together, and then I go back through it slowly and carefully and get rid of the hesitations. And then I'll think about the articulation. In this case, it's all pretty much connected. Just do the best you can to connect it. You can lift up between the phrases, like taking a breath. That's fine. You're going to lift up anyway with the chords. So, in my opinion, just pretty much connect it. Then the dynamics, MP at the beginning is mezzo piano. It's going to be the right hand here. Sort of soft. This needs to be soft, really. Get over to page 9 in the second line, second section. This is very soft, both hands. Up here. How soft can you play it? Then once I have that, I think about the speed. Mono just in the middle. Just a nice, gentle speed. Now they've added pedals, and actually we're going to use both pedals here. We're going to use the damper pedal and the soft pedal, or the una corda pedal. You see at the top of page 9 in the second line underneath the staff, it says una corda. That means the left-hand pedal. If you have one. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. But it changes the tone of the music on a grand piano, and that's what they're after. So in the second line, without it, it's this. But with the pedal, it's this. It's a very subtle change, but it's important. We do a lot of subtleties in piano playing. We got to listen very carefully. It's what we're after, and that's the effect they want. All the way down to the end of the page. You just hold the left-hand pedal down. The pedal indication they're showing there, that's for the damper pedal. That's different. With the damper pedal, we're going to put the notes down first and then the pedal at the beginning. Now, each time the left hand is changing, I'm changing the pedal. So in the second line, here, put the notes down first and then change the pedal. Again. Change the pedal after you play the note, so it overlaps just slightly. Yeah. Now, when you get to the end of the first line on page 9 here, you can lift up. You're going to do a new section. Here we can have that little breath, like silence, and then put the pedal down immediately after you play the note. The left pedal, go ahead and put it down immediately before you play the note, and then just focus on the damper pedal. And you're holding the damper pedal down for the rest of the page. Both pedals are down for the rest of the page. And then when you get to the end here, at the end of the page, you're going to go back to the beginning, the DC. Lift the pedal up with the hand so we get a little silent, like taking a breath. And lift the left pedal up at the same time, and then go on. Basically the pedaling. Listen very carefully to the effect the pedaling is having. He wants some smeariness, but not too much smeariness. So when you're using the pedals, you have your feet on the pedals at the beginning of the piece and leave them on the pedal for the whole piece. So if I'm using the una corda, I'll have my foot on the una corda pedal at the beginning, and it'll stay there for the whole piece. It's like the damper pedal. My foot's there. Yeah. Don't be putting your feet on the pedal and taking them off, is what I'm saying. Get them there. If you're going to use them, get them. If you're not going to use it, you can leave it off. Now, please don't copy me. There's a lot of other things you could do with this. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We want to feel these. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We want to feel these all the way through. So you can do different dynamics slightly, stay in the range. You do different speeds, play around with it a little bit. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the pedals because you can hear the notes better without the pedal. So I'm going to leave the pedals out. But otherwise, we'll do everything. Oh, well, I'm not going to do the louds and softs either because that doesn't work very well. I want you to hear the notes. We're just checking notes and rhythms. So I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go. 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Tie 2 to the beginning. 2. 2, 3.